In a small, secluded town nestled deep within a dense forest, there was a house that stood shrouded in mystery. The locals whispered of its dark history and warned their children to stay far away. They called it the House of Whispers. Legend had it that the house was cursed, haunted by the spirits of its former inhabitants who had met a gruesome fate. No one knew the exact details, for those who entered never returned to share their tale. The townspeople would recount eerie sounds and chilling cries that emanated from within its decaying walls, filling the night with dread. One fateful autumn evening, a young woman named Emily, overcome by curiosity and an unquenchable thirst for adventure, found herself drawn to the House of Whispers. Ignoring the warnings of her friends and family, she ventured into the heart of the forest, her steps guided by an invisible force. As Emily approached the house, a bone-chilling wind whistled through the trees as if warning her to turn back. She hesitated, but her curiosity pushed her forward. The front door creaked open, revealing a pitch-black void that seemed to devour the surrounding light. With trembling hands, she stepped inside, her heart pounding in her chest. The air inside the house was heavy and suffocating, laden with the scent of decay. Shadows danced across the walls, casting eerie silhouettes that seemed to beckon Emily deeper into the labyrinthine corridors. As she cautiously explored the desolate rooms, she couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. Time lost all meaning as Emily wandered through the house, each room more unsettling than the last. Whispers echoed in her ears, their words indistinguishable yet filled with malice. The temperature dropped, and her breath materialized in front of her as a haunting mist. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream pierced the silence. Emily's heart raced as she followed the sound, her footsteps echoing through the empty hallways. The source of the cry led her to a hidden door concealed behind a tattered tapestry. With trepidation, she pushed it open and found herself in a dimly lit basement. The room was filled with ancient artifacts and dusty relics, each one seemingly imbued with its own malevolent energy. In the center of the room stood a decrepit wooden chair, its restraints stained with dried blood. Emily's eyes widened in horror as she realized she was not alone. A figure, cloaked in darkness, emerged from the shadows. Its eyes glowed with an otherworldly light, fixated upon Emily. The figure's voice, a chilling whisper that sent shivers down her spine, spoke, "You shouldn't have come here, child. This is our domain, and now you shall never leave." Fear gripped Emily's heart as the spirits of the house closed in around her. Their tormented cries filled the air, drowning out her own desperate pleas for mercy. The room grew colder, and the walls seemed to close in, trapping her in a nightmare from which she could not awaken. Days turned into weeks, and the townspeople mourned the loss of Emily, forever lost to the House of Whispers. The house stood as a haunting reminder, a cautionary tale whispered from generation to generation. No one dared to venture near it again, for they knew the price one paid for satisfying their curiosity in the face of unspeakable horror.